Peter Gleeson is the Queensland editor here at Sky News, and he has a, unfortunate but ripping exclusive, which he popped up at skynews.com.au and in the Courier Mail, which you will read online now or in the paper tomorrow. Gleeson is a very kind man who's given us a bit of his time. Thank you very much, mate, at very short notice, but I wanted to get you on the telly tonight. This is ridiculous that people who left Queensland to go and save people in Afghanistan can't come home. Tell us what you know.
All right, so here's the story behind the story. So I was contacted by the mother of one of the soldiers in Dubai, basically expressing major concern at the double standards that exists in Queensland right now. We're seeing kids who are being deprived the opportunity to see their parents. And she's saying these members of Defence who have experienced atrocious conditions, wading through sewage, not showering for days, weeks on end, seeing babies born on the side of the road, they have put their lives on the line and yet they cannot get back because the ADF application to Queensland Health has not been actioned, despite the fact that it was actioned a week ago by the NRL and the WAGs who came in. This particular application has not been actioned. The Queensland Government has given priority to the Indian women's cricket team, the NRL players and families, AFL footballers and international rugby union teams over these heroes, is what she said. It disgusts me. They have virtually been kicked to the curb and not given an ounce of thought. Now, of course, I checked it out with some of my sources in the federal government. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. These particular ADF personnel have not had their application actioned. They wanted the same model, the same deal as what we saw for the footballers' wives and girlfriends that happened about a week ago, despite the fact that there was a quarantine ban on. Now, of course, tonight, you wouldn't believe it, Paul. Guess what? The Health Minister in Queensland has put out a statement, and here's what the statement says. Any requests from the ADF for personnel returning from Afghanistan to quarantine in their own bubble will be granted. Well, it wasn't granted at 10 to 6 tonight, but at about 7:30, it's granted. The Queensland Government is already working with the ADF on this matter, with steps being taken to ensure this can happen. So what's happened here, Paul, is we have the same situation as we've seen in recent weeks, and that is until it actually makes the papers, these absolute bludgers in the Queensland Health sit back there in their ivory towers, denying good people like our diggers the opportunity to come back, just as they did with the NRL people. And, of course, we saw it, as I said, with some of these young kids denied the opportunity to see their mums and dads. So I guess the message out of this is, if you've got a problem with the Queensland Health Department, if you can't get any action, just come to the Courier Mail, come to the Telly, come to the Herald Sun, go to the Australian, get your story in the paper, and guess what? Within about 40 minutes of me making that inquiry, we had a statement saying, of course they'll be granted the opportunity to come back.
Yeah, it's a disgrace. It's red hot. Thank you for doing the story. Thank you for forcing their hand, mate. I know you're feeling a bit crook, so good on you for doing all of that, so I'll let you go. All the best to the GC, mate. We love you.
I've had the second visors ab. Oh, God.
Hold strong. Hold strong. All right, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.